What up, Star Wars fans? Nick Catelli here, coming at ya. If you didn't know, the new season of Andor just came out on Disney Plus on April 22nd. They released 3 episodes. They're going to release an episode every week. I haven't watched it, but I can assume a lot of you Star Wars fans out there are like, this is amazing. So what I wanted to do was take this time to go over the 7, yes, count them, 7 Disney Star Wars live-action series that they have released and rank them from worst to best. As we know, Disney has released a lot of live-action Star Wars series with some very nostalgic, notable characters from the Star Wars past, and we're all like, nostalgia! But with that being said, some of them have been kind of flops. Some of them I'm like, okay, I can get on board. And there is one that I thought was like, yeah, I want more of this. So, with that being said, let us rank these 7 Disney Star Wars live-action series. Let's start with the very dead last worst one, which I would say was The Acolyte. Okay, this was a good idea, right? They're like, hey, we got Jedis, we got Sith. Let's have a lot of Jedis and Sith. Also, we got the guy from Netflix Squid Games. This is a no-brainer win in the Star Wars live-action world. Well, I can tell you, my friends, that it wasn't. The story made no sense. We had some twins. That kind of went nowhere. Here's the thing. If you're going to make a Star Wars Jedi series, just give us Jedis, lightsabers, and they're just battling constantly. Just give me 30 minutes of an episode of just Jedis fighting people like in a video game. Boom! That's a hit TV show. Okay, coming in at number 6, Skeleton Crew. I feel like this was a show that was kind of made for the Star Wars kids, right? Dad's like, well, we can't watch a guy get his arm cut off with a lightsaber. We need something for the kids. And they gave us Skeleton Crew. It was a good premise, but I just don't think it delivered that well, because I'm like, is this for Star Wars adults or is this for Star Wars kids? I don't really know. Also, you gave us Jude Law, and I was like, dude, you got Jude Law. Like, make him a real Jedi. He wasn't that good of a Jedi. He was like the Diet Coke, the Bud Light of being a Jedi. Not that flavorful, okay? All right, coming in at number 5, Boba Fett. Yes, I know a lot of us were like really excited when Boba Fett came out. We were like, this is amazing! But it was just the nostalgia of seeing Boba Fett trying to be some sort of weird godfather in Tatooine, and he's like, I'm going to rule with respect and not fear. And it's like, bro beans, you're Boba Fett. You gotta rule with fear, okay? That's the name of the game. It was a little bit nostalgic, but the story, again, kind of felt really flat. Okay, next one, and you guys are going to really hate me for this. Coming in at number 4, which pretty much started everything, was The Mandalorian. Okay, I agree. The Mandalorian started out good. The one thing I got annoyed by is they would take 10 minutes of story and stretch it into an hour. And then The Mandalorian kind of turned into like the same thing. As like something happens and they spend the whole episode of like The Mandalorian trying to get out of it. I will say that, yes, it gave us a Luke Skywalker callback, and it also kind of, was the offshoot for Ahsoka and Boba Fett, and that's great, but I feel like The Mandalorian, it kind of just fell flat, and I just had to rank it at number 4. I know you guys are going to kill me for that, but it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. If you disagree, put it in the comments. Let me know why. All right, coming in at number 3 is Ahsoka. I thought Ahsoka was pretty cool. It kind of gave us that callback to Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon, and I thought that was good. We got to see, all the messed up stormtroopers, and Ahsoka had some lightsaber stuff. I thought that was a pretty good show. The story was pretty good. Maybe we get to see some more of that. All right, coming in at number 2, you guys are going to hate me again for this, I would say is Andor. Okay, Season 1, Andor, pretty good. I'm excited to see Season 2. I like the story. I like that it's like a prequel of a prequel, okay? I'm excited to see how Andor is going to lead up into Rogue One. Super excited about that, but I didn't feel like it was the best Star Wars live-action show, and as you guys would assume, coming in at number 1 is the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which I believe is getting a Season 2. Please give it a Season 2! Which I thought was amazing because I'm a big Obi-Wan Kenobi fan. That's what I grew up with. And they gave us that amazing battle with Darth Vader, right? We got kind of a Rocky thing, right? Like Darth Vader fights Obi-Wan and then just totally humiliates them, and then Obi-Wan goes through a training or whatever, and then we get the big battle with the mask cut off, and it's like, dude, this is the matchup that we wanted. Star Wars gave us what we wanted. We wanted the rematch, when in reality it's not really a rematch because New Hope is the rematch. This is like the pre-match of Obi-Wan Kenobi taking on Darth Vader. It was beautifully choreographed. It was amazing. I liked Obi-Wan. It had a strong story. It had some great action, great character work, and I hope that we see Obi-Wan Kenobi back for a season 2. That was my favorite series. So going over them again, at number 7 was The Acolyte, number 6, Skeleton Crew, number 5, Boba Fett, number 4, The Mandalorian, number 3, Ahsoka, number 2, Andor, and coming in at my favorite was number 1, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Guys, remember, like, subscribe, all those things. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. How would you rank those 7 shows? Do you think Disney is doing a good job of creating live-action Star Wars shows? I want to know. Again, I'm Nick Catelli, the Theater Bro, and I will talk to you guys later.